In the previous videos, we covered arithmetic, string, and date and time functions. In this video, we will cover SQL conversion functions. We used cast and convert functions to change the data type in SQL. There will be occasions where you will need to change the format of the date and time. For example, if you need to send medical appointment letters out to patients for their next appointment, if we run this code first, as you can see, this format is not preferred. This is not human readable form, 2001-09-406:00, that type of things. So you would need to change the familiar format that is comfortable to read for the human eye. So let's start. Okay, what have we got in our table? First one is patient ID, that's admit date, discharge date, and this is the ward ID where the patient was admitted. Let's try to convert some of the dates. So select, let's do copy and paste. It is admit, isn't it? Admit date and time. Okay, so if we just highlight and select that, so that's our admission date time. We are going to use the function called convert. So what we are going to convert in a data type is called nvarchar, and then colon, and then going to give this date here, and then we need to tell SQL Server how we want to look at this date, because there are British date, there's American date, there's short date, long date, date and time. Okay, so the first one is called 101 type, and this is how it looks like. It will be month slash date slash year 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's how it will look like. If we just highlight that, copy that, so we can paste this several times. Okay, and this will be 102, this is 103, 104. Years first, then there'll be a dot, and month, then will be day. With 103, it is going to be like a British date, day first, and then it's going to be month in between with a slash, and then year. 104, right, 104 is again day, but then there is a dot, month, and then dot again. Right, okay, so there is type 106, and that is, get rid of that. That is like day and a space, yes, space, and month, and space year. Copy one more time and paste it here and change it to 107. So that is again American style, month, 4, then date, and comma, and year. In fact, another type is paste there. Okay, instead of convert, let's use the other function. Is called cast, C-A-S-T, cast. For the cast, the formatting is different, and the syntax is different. Date time, we need to say as nvarchar, as nvarchar, and then we call. Okay, so when we change it to nvarchar, which is a string, the date will look like space D space 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then there will be hour, there will be minutes, and then there'll be AM PM like that. Okay, so what else is there? If we copy that and paste one more time. Okay, so instead of varchar, we say we are going to change in date, and let's put and get date, so which is today's date. Then so we can call it, what we're going to do is today, and we are going to convert into a date. Okay, right, I think that's sufficient. If we just run that and see. Right, okay, that's our date at midday time, the way it was stored in our table. This is 101 type, then there is 102 type, 103 type, 104, 106, then month before, and then day, and after that was year. Then later on this one, this long one, month before, then the day of the month, which is a string, and then rest is year, and it shows the time, hours and minutes, and then it's showing AM or PM like that. What we did, we just converted today's date into simply date, so we get rid of the time part. So today is 31st of Jan 2024, so that's it is showing. Let me in fact convert that using cast for you. So for cast, VCAST, and then get date, it will be as date. Okay, so instead of convert, we used cast, CAST. Right, okay, so if I run that now, exactly the same, both are converted into dates from date time to date. So this is how we can use our cast and convert functions. Well, cast and convert functions can be used to convert other data types too. In this exercise, we converted from date time to different formats of dates, converted from date and time to only date, but we can also convert to other data types, like for example integer to string and things like that. If we use this table, what have we got in here? Yeah, so we got some integer 0, 1 and 2. Okay, copy this code by highlighting, paste it there, and the columns we have here, the first one is called urgency ID, the second one is called urgency, and then we will use convert function. Convert, we are going to convert our urgency ID column I and D, and we are going to convert this into varchar, right, and give it a meaningful name, varchar. That's what we did. Okay, copy that and paste at the end. Right, okay, so we learned concat function when we were learning string functions, which we are going to use. So concat, we are going to add a 0, a leading 0 before that, and put a bracket to close that function, and we can call it convert. What we converted into we converted our integer like that. And if just for the sake of practice, we can copy and paste that again, so we have to concat that, and in here we use our cast function. cast and Control X. And then what we need to say is, rather than comma, for our cast we have a different syntax. We call it as, and get rid of that, as varchar. So this is our cast. So we casted our integer into our varchar, right? Let's look at columns again. Right, okay. So this is our urgency ID. This is our urgency. When we converted that to varchar, so this is not integer anymore, 0, although it looks like an integer 0, 1, 2, but that's our varchar, like a string. And then we added that string, we added a 0 to that string, so 0, 0, 0, 1 and 0, 2 using convert function. And then secondly we used cast function, so the result is similar. We can do another thing with it, is what if we concat close this bracket, and inside, what if we put our whatever we had here, okay, Control C, we can Control V, and then put a comma and a dash, then or hyphen, then we can copy and bring this column, urgency, Control C, Control V, there. Right, okay, so this one we can call it converted or converted urgency something. Right, let's run this and you'll be amazed to see we started from an integer. It was 0, 1, 2. We converted this to varchar, which is a string. Then we converted varchar or string. We added a 0 to it, a leading 0, using convert function and using cast function. And then we use the strings and added the actual urgency, which is also a string. So we added two strings together. We added this column and this column together, and then we created this column, which is also a string type. So this is how you can see how useful cast and convert function can be. So you can use according to your requirement. Right, that's the end of chapter 12. I hope you have found SQL functions useful. In the next chapter, we will learn 3 different ways to handle null values in SQL. See you in the next video.